Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the 5 spot. James misses. Here's Papa Nicolau. It's Fournier on the wing. Clock at 6 from past the arc. Shot by Papa Nicolau, no good. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Fournier's shot is off. Outside, James. Pass to Papagiannis. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
James covering. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now, here's Fournier. They set the pick. They can't stop the run with that one. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. James kicks to Calathes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Papagiannis passes to James. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here in the middle of winter, some teams feeling the cold in the power rankings. Others remaining hot. And you take a look at this home team, they've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
When you look at this visiting team, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
That one's good for Zenkov.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
They recover it. Pass to James. For 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, great ball movement there.
James has gotten 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. There's the pick. For 3, Fournier drills it from outside.
How about Fournier? The aggressive answer, 3 of his own.
James looking it over. Good on the triple. James has got 9 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s they're allowing.
Here's Vazenkov. He's covered by Brown. From the wing. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Calathes kicks to James. This one for 3. And it's Vazenkov with the rebound. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fournier into the lane. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And that's how you cap off a drive. Fournier seeing the opening.
Korkmaz passes to James. 3-pointer. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. To the middle. Here's Vazenkov. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Vazenkov's got his second basket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
"17 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. Scoreless thus far. To the paint. That one's good. Vazenkov.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Fires the three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. They're up by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Diallo out there with Corniche, and it's a Kobo in at shooting guard. From deep, Evans. Good on the three-point shot. Evans has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
That one drops for him. Three-pointer. The rebound by Akobo. Launches it. No good there. Evans outside. Jacks up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Evans has got 6.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
It's Diallo, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Evans. He has 6. Clock at 4. No good from outside. Here's a Kobo. A three-pointer, no good. They get a hand on it. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Diallo. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Diallo's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Number 32. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Evans. He's tightly guarded. Peters misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Montejunas. Here's Corniche. Back to Montejunas. And the jam by Montejunas.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Diallo. Nailed from three-point land. Diallo's got 9.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now here's Evans. Defense is right there. Peters with the bucket.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
1:41 left to play here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Here's Diallo. From outside, off the mark.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
They set the pick. Here's Peters. From the top of the key, he buries it. Peters has got his second bucket of the game to go. Peters has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. After Okobo. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. On Saturday and then on Wednesday.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And here's Evans. He's got 9. They get the rebound to the left side wing. Now Dorsey. And it's all evened up. .43 seconds left in the first half. Here's Okobo. Here's Cornish. Out to the right wing. Here's Moniunas.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
And here's Evans outside. Moniunas grabs the miss. Here's Diallo. Buries it from three-point range. Diallo's got 12 now in this quarter.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Lets it go from deep. Here's Milutinov. No good with the layup. And the first half is now in the books. Leading by 6. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
27.
They've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the visiting team.
Forrest back.
And that's all for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Kalathis in at the shooting guard position. Vezenkov hits it from three-point range. Vezenkov's got 9 points. Vezenkov's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. They've got Fall. And it's Vezenkov in at the power forward. Kalathis kicks to Korkmaz. From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop. We've got Brown. James is out there with Korkmaz. And it's Papagiannis in at the center filling out the middle. Fournier's shot is off. A tight game here in Los Angeles. We've got Evan Fournier. And it's Vezenkov in a power forward. And stolen by Fournier. And they're on the break. From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Vezenkov's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Fournier not just looking for his shot. Nice pass.
And here's James outside. Jump shot is good.
Soft leaner with no one there to contest. Probably made it a little more difficult than he had to.
Here's Vezenkov. Cans it from downtown. Vezenkov's got 9 points now in just the second half. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Out to the wing. It's tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Yeah, there's a reason why Fournier takes a ton of threes. He's pretty good at it.
Here's Korkmaz, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Buries the long-range jumper. Vazenkov's got 18 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Brown sets a screen for James. Pulls up on the wing, and it's Vazenkov with the rebound. Vazenkov's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's Kalathis. Still yet to score. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Vazenkov. And a miss there on the triple. 1:58 left here in the third quarter. James with it. Defended now by Fournier. James has gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. Pass to Vazenkov. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Brown the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Papagiannis, and he's good on the 3-ball. Papagiannis has got his second bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
It's stolen by Brown. Here's Korkmaz, and the shot falls short this time. Korkmaz has gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Here's Vazenkov. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Korkmaz kicks to James. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Fall. Here's Vazenkov. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
In the corner, it's James. Hits the three-point bomb. James has got 16 points.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Fall. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
There's a good screen. To the middle. Here's Papagiannis. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 9.
You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Corniche is out there with Diallo, and it's Okobo in at the 2-guard. Corniche, the pass to Okobo. Beyond the arc. Peters grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Evans outside. Down low. Here's Milutinov. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Diallo the pass to Moniunas. The tray. Drills the three-pointer.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Dorsey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's a Kobo. The three. It's good from long range.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Kobo's gone 33% from deep tonight, 2 of 6. And here's Evans outside. Cans it from downtown.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Moniunas' shot is good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Inside. And he lays it straight in.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Covered by Evans. After Okobo. There's a screen by Moniunas. Fires the three. Okobo. That's good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And here's Evans outside. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And Dorsey kicks to Peters.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Launches a three. He can't get that one. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely. Lets it go with the three. They grab their own miss. Moniunas passes to Diallo. And the three off target. Evans outside. Here's the screen. And the three ball is good.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. Diallo with it. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Dorsey.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Takes the three. The rebound by Okobo. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's the three. That one's not going to go. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Peters. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage.
To NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Willie Hernan Gomez, and it's Parker in at the 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now here is James, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
Here's Sadaransky. Pass to Parker. Fires for 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here's Kalathis, covered by Sadaransky. James against Parker. Takes the 3. And it's James with the 3.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Offensive board. There's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
This one for 3. Here's Korkmaz. Hits the three-pointer.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 5.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Korkmaz on the wing. Parker defending. The three is up. From downtown. The shot comes out.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Check by James. And the layup falls. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And slam dunk by James.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to Korkmaz. Launches it. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Korkmaz has gone 1 for 3 on the night. The three ball. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Korkmaz has got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Check by James. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. He's got 11.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's the three. The shot won't fall. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first. Here's Satoransky. It's not going to go for him.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
The shot by James, no good. The shot. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Satoransky's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. James goes in and slam dunk by James.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Korkmaz passes to Brown. Drains the triple.
Neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, there's not a bunch of defense being played either.
Check by James. The three. He drops it from range.
They are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Off the mark there with a three. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Up 9. Let's take a... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Oh, got that one up quick.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Diallo gets the bucket.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Covered by Diallo. The rebound by Corneli.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Good on the bucket.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Anderson can't get it to go. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Launches a three. That shot off the mark. Diallo outside. Shot is up. The quick look, no good that time. Jacks up a three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's a Kobo. No made baskets yet.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Anderson with a screen. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Diallo. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Diallo's got 5. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Anderson. For 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Anderson drives. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. On Saturday, and then on Wednesday, now Diallo. He's got 5. Off target from outside. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Outside, Anderson. 3-pointer. Buries it from 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Puts up a 3. Counted from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Misses the jumper from the wing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
For 3, Diallo sinks it from distance. Diallo's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Takes it inside, and that one good. Pass to Akobo. The 3 is up. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
4-3. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Here's Matajunas from deep. The shot, no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anderson for 3. That shot missing.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
No good on the triple. And that concludes the first half. Up 7. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
38.
If you were in the locker room of one of these struggling teams, what would you be saying?
I'd be too mad to talk. Check.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. And that is going to do it for us.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Pass to Korkmaz. And here's James. There's a screen. Fades and shoots. And the three-pointer goes. James has got 10 points in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
We've got Chemezi Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Sadaransky in at the point. James passes to Korkmaz. From deep. And Parker pulls it down. Korkmaz has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Sadaransky. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. He buries it from 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Korkmaz has gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. And Parker throws it down.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Korkmaz. Blocked!
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Brown looking around. And the jam by Brown.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Kalathis. James outside from behind the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds now. Fade away. Here's Metu. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Check by James. There's a screen by Metu. Connects from downtown. 22 points for him.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Brown with a screen. A 3, James. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. A deep 3. Hauled in by Brown. Here's James. Good. And Brown gets the assist. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him. And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Shoots a fadeaway. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them, too.
Covered by Sadaransky. They get it again. Here's Kalathis. Here's the 3. No luck on that one.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
The offensive rebound. Pass to Metu to the left side wing. James, left side. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. This one for 3. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Nails it from beyond the arc. James has got 15.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
It's Parker on the attack.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And that's not going to go. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Chemezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Sadaransky in at the one.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Here's a Kobo. Hits the trifecta.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And the visitors call time here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Outside, Anderson sinks it from distance.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. The three, Diallo from beyond the arc and then some.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spaces.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Covered by Diallo. Some solid defense from Diallo.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To take the lead, Akobo gets the bucket.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Launches a three. No luck on that one. Pass to Anderson. There's the triple. Counted from distance. Anderson's got 6 points in the quarter. Anderson's gone 3 for 7 from distance tonight. To the inside. Here's Montejunas. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Akobo. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Fall. Three-pointer. The shot misses. Here's Akobo. For three. That shot off.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Has to Fall. 1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass on the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Akobo, no good. Got a piece of it. The three ball sinks the tray. Covered by Diallo. And he goes in for the dunk.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's a Kobo. There's the three. Yes! And that one brings them within one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Now here's Anderson. He's guarded closely. That one no good.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Pass to Diallo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's a Kobo. Money!
Big time move to put them in front. Now they've got to put everything into their defensive effort and get the stop.
This is the tray. And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you.
Everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Satoransky, falls out there with Medu. Then there's Parker. Now here's Satoransky. Pass to Medu. He's guarded by Fournier. Fades. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Papanikolaou. There's the triple. Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
He's guarded by Fournier. And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Vezenkov. A three-pointer off the mark. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Fournier. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Papanikolaou. To the inside. Here's Fall. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Parker outside. And it's blocked. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Vezenkov. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Fournier against Satoransky. Stolen by Satoransky. Launches it from deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
There's the pick. Here's Papanikolaou. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Medu. Fall with the rebound.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expected to make.
Here's Papanikolaou. His three-pointer's off the mark. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one is good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And they're moving it up. the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Here's Vezenkov. The rebound by Madu.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Satoransky. Kept alive. 26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the teardrop. It's deflected.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
With no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. They lead by a bucket, and the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
They've got Anderson, and it's Abrinas in at the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Peters misses. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Evans kicks to Peters. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Peters has got his first basket of the night. Here's Laprovitola, and the shot goes down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Provitola's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Pass to Peters. For the 3, hits it from three-point range. Peters has got 5 now.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Anderson can't get it to go.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Evans, good. Evans has got his first basket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Anderson. Pass to Abrinas. Another shot. Good as the jump shot falls. Abrinas has got 4 points this quarter. Now Evans. Lets the 3 fly. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Back to Abrinas. And Anderson has it in the corner. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And it's Evans missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Abrinas the pass to Vesely. Back to Abrinas. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Dorsey. Here's Peters. 5 points in the game. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Abrinas the pass to Anderson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. He's covered by Anderson. Beyond the arc. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Aprinas, the pass to Anderson. Here's Aprinas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aprinas has got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
They set the pick. Here's Evans, and he drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
44 seconds left here in the second. The kick out to Anderson. 5 to shoot, and it's Aprinas in the corner. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
From deep, Evans. Aprinas with a rebound. And that one is hammered home.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
A 3 from Anderson, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Leading by just 1. We've got more in store for you right after this.
You take a look at the visitors. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their...
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want, establish.
And that is it for halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here is Satoransky. Scoreless thus far. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at power forward.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Parker out there with Medu, and it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For the lead, that one misses. For 3, and it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Pass to Papanikolaou, back to Fournier. Knocks down the 3-ball. Fournier's got 5 now.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And there's the try. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the home team. Pass to Parker. Latre. Good on the triple. 7 points in the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Away team foul. Cody, first personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The shot's good from Fournier.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Let's go. And it's blocked. Here's Vezenkov. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Takes the 3. The rebound by Medu. Vazenkov's gotten only one of his threes to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Fournier against Satoransky. Good on the shot. Fournier's got 10.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Papanikolaou. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. Now here's Fournier. Not a lot of room. To the right side. Pass to Papanikolaou. Takes a 3. Fall with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And the dunk by Parker.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Outside Fournier. Going inside. The shot's good. Fournier's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Over to the wing for the lead. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right wing. Here's Medu. He has yet to score. That 3 off the mark. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Here's Vazenkov. Here's Fall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on the second free throw. 23 seconds left to play here in the third. Satoransky looking around. Trains it from beyond the arc. Here's Papanikolaou. He's got 9. To the wing on the left. Out to the right wing. 1 second left. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. They're up by 4. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
They've got Anderson, and it's Vesely in at the 5 down low.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it's in there.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
With his first shot attempt, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Evans outside.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Dorsey, and it's blocked. Pass to Abrinas. Over to the wing. And here's Anderson for three. And no good.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
To the right side. Here's Dorsey. Nailed from three-point land.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
Rocco beat the line. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Evans feeling it out a bit. A three. The offensive rebound. Full. Can't hit from in close.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
Falls checked in for Vesely. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They get it again. Evans outside. Pass to Vezenkov. There's the three. Abrinas with a rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. From deep, Evans. Offensive rebound. Here's Fall. To the wing right side. Here's Vezenkov. He's covered by Anderson. Clock is at 3. Here's Evans. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Right wing. Here's Abrinas. Fires for 3. Fall with the rebound. Here's Vezenkov. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score. Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 to shoot. Here's Laprovitola. Count that one.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
It drops. So it's the visitors now, leading by 5. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Vizinkov. Pass to Fournier. Let's go with a three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Calathes. Takes the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Back to Fournier. Lets it go. Three-pointer. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Here's Calathes. Korkmaz passes to Brown. Here's James on the wing. From the arc. They get it back. Pass to Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. He drops it from range.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Vizinkov, defended by Brown. And that one's good. Vizinkov.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The fader. James can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Fires it. Off target with the three. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Vizinkov, and the layup is good off the glass. Vizinkov's got 5 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Korkmaz on the wing. Fournier covering. Korkmaz passes to James. To the wing on the left. Here's Calathes. Drops in the three. He's got 6.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pulls up. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Calathes. 6 points for him. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, there's an all-around aspect to Evan Fournier's game and a really smart decision with the ball there.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. Fires from the wing. It's good. Calathes has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Here's Papanikolaou. Still no points. Check by James. 5 to shoot. Fournier for 3. James with the rebound.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
It's James on the wing. It's stolen. Pass to Vizinkov. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Vizinkov's got his third basket on the night right there. Here's Calathes. There's 18 seconds left in the opening quarter, and the bucket is good.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Vezinkov. No good from outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Releases. The shot by Dorsey, no good. Diallo left side. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. Diallo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Evans. Oh, deflected. Here we go, one-on-one. Fires for 3. Diallo, no good. Here's Dorsey. Pass to Evans. There's a screen. Out left to the wing. Here's Peters. Offline with a 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. And here's Diallo. In transition. The 3 is up. They get it again. Basket's good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Jacks up a 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Here's Evans. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the paint.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Beyond the arc. Peters' shot is good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Matajunas. From downtown, drills it from deep.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Corneli.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Pass to Akobo. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's the pick. Over to the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Evans. 6 to shoot. Here's Peters. Pass to Evans. The 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Matajunas. Here's Akobo. No points yet. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Covered by Diallo. Takes a 3. Here's Dorsey. Oh, swiped away. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. You take a look at the home team. They pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've exceeded expectations, and that's still putting it lightly. They're playing fantastic ball and are very dangerous.
From outside the arc, the shot by Evans, no good. Diallo outside, launches it, sends it home from three-point land. Diallo's got 9.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Pass to Evans. Fires the 3. Connects from downtown. Evans has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3 ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Here's a Kobo. Off the mark there with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Evans, no good.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. They're up by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did? And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the home team.
They haven't been close.
Appreciate you joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Papanikolaou. He's scoreless. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now, here is James. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Kalathis. Clock at 6. Lets a 3 fly. The rebound by Vezenkov. Fires from deep. No good there. Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
Fires in the triple.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Fournier with the ball. Picked up by James. Count that bucket.
So good at keeping his balance. Evan Fournier's ability to stay composed and find a way to capitalize. Nicely done.
Here's Kalathis. Fournier covering. Brown, a screen on Fournier. Here's Kalathis. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
For 3, James. To the left side wing. Pass to Korkmaz. They set the screen. Fires the 3. The rebound by Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got 4 rebounds in the game. Puts it up. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He's got 5.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Korkmaz, good.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Korkmaz has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Fournier for three. Drains the triple. Fournier's got 5 points.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And there's James from the arc. The rebound by Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The shot by James, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Takes the three. The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Brown, and the jam by Brown.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage, and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
It's James on the wing. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go that time.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
The shot by Fournier, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The open shot by James. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Here's Papanikolaou. He's got 5. Fournier with the bucket. Fournier's got 7 now in this quarter.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots. And that one's good. James has got his second basket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
The shot by Vezenkov, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Up 8, and we'll be back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. So it's the home team now. It's a 10-point game. Here's Evans. He buries it from 3.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
Diallo outside. The 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Evans. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Akobo. Here's Matajunas. From the arc. And he can't get that one.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Peters nails it from 3.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Matajunas nails the 16-footer.
And he can get that shot anytime. He really can shoot over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Akobo. Pass to Diallo. All sorts of time. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Evans. The rebound by Cornelie. Cornelie's got 4 rebounds now. Diallo with the ball. Releases. Rebounded by Evans.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pure from three-point range. Dorsey's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. To the left wing. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Akobo, no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
Pass to Cornelie. Three-pointer. Here's Mata-Yunus. Fires the three. And no good. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pass to Evans. The three is up. On target from range. Evans has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
They set the pick. Here's Mata-Yunus. Back to Diallo. Just 5 on the clock. Here he goes. Count it!
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Evans. Down low. The rebound by Diallo.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
The shot by Dorsey, no good.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Diallo. Fires from way outside. That one doesn't drop. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a hard-fought
Welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's James in at the 2-guard. From the arc. Out left to the wing. James covering. And the 3 off target. Stolen by Satoransky. Parker outside. Fires from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's James. They set the screen for the 3. The kick out to Brown. Pass to James. Clock at 6. The rebound by Madu.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Wasted no time on that one.
Oh, he's got 1 to 4 to start the game. Looking to step it up.
James defending. The three connects from three-point range. He's got 6.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
To end the run, and Brown throws it down hard.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
James defending. Sinks the triple.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. In the league, trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Papagiannis. Over Hernan Gomez. The rebound by Medu. Satoransky looking around. Releases. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Pass to Medu. 1:44 left to play here in the first. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay to play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. James, that's a two-pointer, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. James has got 5.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Satoransky. A three-pointer, no good. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And here they come. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's James. The rebound by Medu. Medu's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Parker.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Papagiannis kicks to Coathis. Outside, James. Brown sets a screen for James. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 8. Here is Parker. 2 on the clock, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up by 15. And the second quarter will get underway just after... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
They've got Corniche and Diallo in at the small forward position.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Left side, Anderson. Over to the left wing. Anderson, a screen on Diallo. Here's Aprinas. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Corniche. Hits the three-point bomb. Corniche has got his first 3 points of the game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Pass to Aprinas. Shoots the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Pass to Motiejunas. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's a Kobo. The three ball. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Laprovitola. Still without a basket.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And here's the break. And it's Aprinas in the corner. The kick out to Anderson. Good on the three-point shot. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Oh, that's blocked. It's intercepted. Out to the right wing. Buries it down low. Pass to Corniche. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Anderson outside. From downtown, trains the three-pointer. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Corniche. Out to the right wing. Diallo finds Motiejunas. Motiejunas, that's a screen for Diallo. Off target with the open look.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Okobo. To the wing right side. Corniche, the pass to Okobo. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Laprovitola, and he's good on the three ball. Laprovitola's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Okobo looking over the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's tipped. Motiejunas against Anderson. 4 on the shot clock. Launches it. Corniche with the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Okobo, that's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Provitola passes to Anderson. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Welcome to halftime. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the home team. And that's a halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Here's Satoransky. We've got Satoransky. Medu is out there with Parker. Then there's Hernan Gomez. Here's Satoransky. And easy 2 points on the layup. Satoransky's got 6 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Brown out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the center, filling out the middle. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Plenty of space. The offensive rebound. Brown dishes to James. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. It's not going to go for him. We're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Shoots a fader. Good. Great play by Calathes to set it up. Calathes has got 4 assists now tonight.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Satoransky. Misses the 3. Up top, Brown. Pass to Papagiannis. Off target from outside. Papagiannis has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Fast break. Here we go. Papagiannis passes to Calathes. From deep. Papagiannis can't hit. Papagiannis has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Lets it go from deep. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Pass to Calathes. From outside the arc, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Calathes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
To the middle. Here's Parker. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Fires from way outside, and James pulls it down. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
He had a nice open look right there. He's got 23.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's
Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Vitola. Pass to Anderson. Three-pointer. Matiunas grabs the miss. Now here's Diallo. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Anderson is out there with Fall, and it's Vitola in at the point.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Anderson, a screen on Diallo. Abrinas, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
There's the triple. Fall with the rebound. Puts up a deep three. Abrinas' shot is off. And here's the fast break. Here's Diallo. Bangs home the trifecta.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Abrinas. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Anderson. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Anderson's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Arcobo's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Here's Abrinas, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Down low. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Knocks down the three ball.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Pass pass to Laprovitola. Now here's Anderson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now Diallo. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anderson, a screen on Diallo. The kick out to Anderson. No good on the triple. Anderson's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Here's Akobo. Trains it from beyond the arc. Akobo's got 19 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
From past the arc. Corniche with the rebound. Here's Akobo. Corniche, the pass to Diallo. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. That shot, no good. From deep three-point territory. The rebound by Akobo. Anderson's got 3 of his 9 shots to fall. Diallo the pass to Corniche. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Fires from way outside. That one doesn't go. Diallo with it. And so the home crowd treated to a win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Fournier for three. And Metu pulls it down. And there's the screen. Shot clock at 6 for three, and the three-pointer goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Right side Fournier fires from deep, gets the three ball to go.
How about Fournier, the aggressive answer, 3 of his own.
Fournier's gone 1 for 2 from deep. That three's off the mark. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Knocks down the triple.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Fournier. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. The shot by Vezenkov, no good. Launches it from deep. Fournier with a rebound.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Puts up a three. Kept alive. Another shot. Six to shoot. And the jumper from the wing offline.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
No good on the three.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Vezenkov. And counted from 19 feet away.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And that's his third bucket at 8 attempts.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Papanikolaou. We've got 1:48 left in the first. The three is up. To the wing, right side. Outside Fournier. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in. Fournier's got 5 points.
Well, at 6'7", Fournier, bigger than you think when you see him on TV. So in close range, able to finish. Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Now here's Fournier. 5 points in the game. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Papanikolaou. Buries it from three. He's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Vezenkov. No good with the triple.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Here's Satoransky. Ooh, a two-handed power slam. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Here's Papanikolaou. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. It's picked off. In transition, here they come. Here's Vezenkov. And hits a three from the wing. Vezenkov's got his second basket on the night. There's a screen by Metu. Satoransky. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Vezenkov. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Up 1. Don't go away. We'll be back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Well, they're playing aggressive, unselfish basketball, exactly what their coach wants.
Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Peters. Here's the three. Can't get it to drop. And it's off from three-point range.
and he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
They set a pick from behind the arc. No good on the shot. Let's go with a three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Out to the wing. Pass to Evans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
If you do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions. And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
There's the 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
4-3. Pass to Anderson. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Evans. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Peters. Jacks up a 3, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Anderson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Anderson's got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Evans has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. From deep. Rebounded by Evans. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Off target from outside. Evans has gone 1 for 4 from the field. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 5.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
Defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Launches it. Knocks down the long J.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to Dorsey. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy. One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Peters' shot is good. Peters has got 3 threes to go so far. And finished off by Anderson.
The bounce pass right on the money. Great setup.
To the left side wing. The 3-ball. Peters' shot is good. Peters has got 12 now in this quarter.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
It's kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. So it's the home team now. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the 1. From outside the arc. No good that time. Here's Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Parker defending. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Parker in at the small forward position.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Pass to Fournier. And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the point. To the wing on the left. Pulls it. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 15 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Fall in at the 5, down low. Fournier covering. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Here's Papanikolaou. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. There's the triple. And that one's good. Vezenkov's got 8.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Parker in at the 3. Getting it to Fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Fournier with the ball. Now Satoransky defending. Ball passes to Fournier, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound, pass to Fall. There's a screen. Here's Vezenkov. Offline from the top of the key. Vezenkov's gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. We've got Chimezie Metu, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 21 points in the game.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Papanikolaou. No good on the triple. Hits the 3-pointer.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Outside Fournier. And he converts the layup. 7 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Fournier's gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Fall. Satoransky outside. Off target from three-point range. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Vezinkov. And the three off target.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best. Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's Papanikolaou. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Launches a three. Fournier with a rebound. Fournier's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Vezinkov. It's good. Vezinkov's got 10 points in the game.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Satoransky outside. He can't hit that time. Here's Papanikolaou. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
From downtown. The shot by Evans, no good. Evans has got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Pass to Anderson. Here's Peters. Stolen by Anderson. Going inside and finished off by Anderson.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Peters' shot is good.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Yes, it's good. The visitors with the ball. 8-point game. To the left wing. This one for 3. Can't hit that one.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
They set the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
A score here would build the lead to double digits.
Yeah, they seem very much in control.
It's Anderson on the wing. And finished off by Anderson.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Over to the wing. Here's Peters. Anderson covers. Here's Evans. Knocks down the long J. Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
The three-pointer off the mark.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Home team foul. Number 8. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Vazinkov. Here's Peters. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Peters at the line.
Good on both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 30.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Pass to Dorsey. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. This one for three. It's hauled in by Fall.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Stripped away. Out left to the wing. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. It's both from the stripe.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Lets a floater go. He connects.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Anderson with it. Fires away from way outside. Off target with the shot. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding.